Aubrey. If you guys are new here, hi and welcome. Today I'm going to be talking about how I like to really hack a cozy living room. These are a lot of my tips and tricks that I like to incorporate in my own home, and I want to share them with you guys. I want to jump in. I want to start talking about creating a focal point in your living room. Now, every living room is going to be different, and obviously different size, different shapes. To create a focal point for your living room, it's either going to be over a fireplace or it's probably going to be your TV. Now, it could also be a corner fireplace, or maybe you have an entertainment center that is the focal point of your room, but the focal point should be the main wall in your living room, something where you and your guests walk in and it just draws your eye right to that spot. For my own home, my focal point is the main wall in my living room where we added our built-ins and where our fireplace is located. Our fireplace is the main focal point of our living room, and I absolutely love it. We actually don't have a TV over our fireplace, and that was something that we actually just incorporated when we moved into this house, and I have to say I've thoroughly enjoyed it because we have TVs in about just every other room in our house, and I felt like I just didn't want another TV in our living room. And what's great about this is that it also allows our living room to be a place where we're not just all sitting and watching TV, we're actually talking, we're playing games on the coffee table, we're visiting, and that has just been really nice, and we really enjoyed it. One thing that I really wanted to do for my focal point of my living room is I actually wanted to add wallpaper, and this was a really great touch for a few reasons. One, it adds dimension, but it also adds depth to this space. Our living room is quite small, and I wanted it to still feel light, bright, and airy. Home Depot has a lot of great wallpapers. They're very affordable. This cost me only $150 to add this wallpaper to our living room, and it was well worth it. My next cozy and tasteful hack for your living room is to add a variety of seating options. Now, for my living room, I have a 93-inch sofa, so it is pretty long, it's a decent size, and then I also paired it up with some accent chairs, but I also wanted to have another variety of seating as well. So we added these benches that are in our living room. They're part of our built-ins. The top of our built-ins actually work as a nice seating area, so we could seat at least 3 to 4 more people in our small living room. Aside from our benches, we also have these really nice leather ottomans, which I've thoroughly enjoyed. I purchased these from Amazon. I get so many compliments and questions about them. I do have them linked over in my community post if you guys want to check them out, but they are from Amazon and I absolutely love them. They're these really cool leather ottomans, but it just adds a really nice collected look when you have a variety of seating options that do complement each other. Adding plants to your space is a beautiful and simple way to add life to your living room, also to make it feel really cozy. Now, even if you don't have a green thumb, you could always start with a really simple plant that's pretty hard to kill, like a cactus if you want it. No, I'm just kidding. But I don't have cactuses, but I have a really nice Boston fern that sits on the coffee table behind me that you guys can probably see. But adding real plants to your space is just a beautiful way to bring in new life. They also have so many beautiful benefits, like cleaning your air, helping remove dust. There's just a lot of really great benefits to a lot of different types of plants. And so I do recommend adding some type of real plants, whether that's to a coffee table, maybe it's above your fireplace, or maybe it's an indoor tree that is real or fake. Now, they don't have to be real, obviously. That's just my recommendation. They can be fake as well, but adding real plants, there is just something about having a real nice, beautiful plant that is alive in your living room. My next tip is to add a coffee table that has storage. I love coffee tables that are multifunctional and that can really serve a lot of different purposes for a living room. And a coffee table can really make or break a space. So you want to make sure that you pick the right size coffee table that is going to complement your other larger furniture pieces. So often I see the wrong size of coffee table for the living room space. It could really change the entire look, the entire feel of a space if your coffee table is not the right size. I like having storage. I have a coffee table of mine that is from Pottery Barn. I love having books stored under it. You can also do a different variety of storage underneath, whether that's with baskets or books or a nice oversized coffee table tray. But it's just a really great way where you can store things for your living room, but you can also still enjoy them as well. I want to talk about adding lighting to your living room. Now, obviously you're going to have can lights or a fan or some type, maybe you may have a boob light in your living room, but adding a variety of lighting is a great way to make your space feel inviting and cozy and welcoming. And so for my living room, we have can lights. We also have a fan in our living room, which is great for the summertime when it gets really warm on our main floor. But I also added another variety of lighting. I added a side table lamp, which I really love and enjoy. And my little hack to these is because I don't have an outlet or an outlet on my wall that is close enough for the cord to reach, I have these light pucks from Amazon, which I will link them down below, or I'll show you them here so you can find them. They're a great hack for any type of lighting that doesn't have the access to an outlet. And so I have these light pucks in my side table lamp next to my sofa, and then I also have these in my wall sconces that are hooked onto the inside of my bookcase. Now, this was like the final cozy touch, and I absolutely love the look and the feel that these wall sconces add to my built-ins. It just makes it feel that much more cozy, especially at nighttime when we have the fire on and we just have our accent lighting on, like the wall sconces and our side table lamp. It just sets the entire mood for the evening, and I really love that. I just love also having the option to not always have my can lights on or my fan light on, and it just sets a whole nother tone for the evening. Adding natural materials to your living room could really give your living room a cozy but also collected feel for your space. And I really love mixing leathers with fabrics and different type of materials. So for my living room, I have a performance fabric sofa, which is great for my kids. I also incorporated using real leather chairs as my accent chairs. These are an Italian leather. I really love these chairs. They're just plush and they're comfortable, and I love the color of this leather. I also mixed another type of leather for our living room with those ottomans that I purchased from Amazon. Those are a black leather as well, but those are just a little bit different. Those are a hand stitched, and they're really cool and unique. And so I feel like with those black leather and the nice caramel brown leather, they just work really well together. And then I also have a wood table from Pottery Barn. Like I mentioned, this is the Folsom coffee table, which I absolutely love. So it's just about mixing the right fabrics and the right materials. But I love not having everything match. I love mixing and matching it, but it's still cohesive and they complement each other. Layering up art and mirrors is also a really great way to add a lot of character and bring in a lot of light to your living room space. So this would be a really great way to either add an oversized piece of art with a really beautiful accent mirror over a fireplace. You could also do this if you have a console table or maybe a buffet in your living room and you want to create that as your focal point. You should also try layering up some art and some mirrors. Now I do love a good art gallery wall. I think they could be so tasteful if they're done correctly, and you can also incorporate mirrors as well. But I think adding mirrors and art to your living room helps just bring in a lot of character, a lot of color through the artwork, and it also just makes your space feel a lot larger than it appears. Now this artwork that I have over my fireplace is so beautiful. I got this from Upper Pin. They have a super wide selection of beautiful art from a whole bunch of artists. So this piece of art is from Upper Pin, and this is such a beautiful piece. This is a new piece for my home that I recently just got. This is by the artist JMW Turner, and this is a London from Greenwich Park. And what I really loved about this piece of artwork is that it's oversized. I love the rich green colors in it. It comes in a very traditional frame, which is gold and black, and it's just ready to hang. So this is a 35 by 28, and I love the mood. It's just totally zen. I love the nature, and it's just perfect for above my fireplace. And I just love their fine art prints. They're very beautiful, very tasteful, and it just works great for my home. So this is a really great way to add character and style above a fireplace by just incorporating some oversized piece of art. And if you look on Upper Pin, they have a wide variety, a different type of artwork and prints that you guys can choose from, a lot of different styles. But this one I really loved, the rustic and eclectic look of this piece of art. If you guys are wanting some really great art for your home, make sure you check out Upper Pin. They carry a whole bunch of different artists, even from Da Vinci to Van Gogh, and their work is just praised worldwide. So if you guys are wanting to check out some really great art, I will link them down below in the description box. Adding down-filled pillows is also a really great cozy hack because you want to make sure you're not getting pillows that are filled with foam. They often feel really cheap. They don't have a really great shape to them. They're usually pretty square, and they also tend to get very flat over time. So one of my hacks to a great cozy living room is adding down-filled throw pillows. Adding in woven textures and different patterns with pillows creates a lot of warmth and dimension for a space. It also adds a lot of character. You can mix and match throw pillows. What I love about them is that you can swap them out for the season. They're really easy and very affordable to change throughout the year, and I really like the down-filled because they come in so many different sizes. You can also find down-filled pillows and then just buy affordable covers for them as well. So if you're wanting to add some throw pillows to your space, not only do they work great on a couch or an accent chair, but they also work really great on some built-ins or some benches in your living room as well. Thank you guys for checking out this video. If you guys like living room reveals or tips and tricks, don't forget to check out my living room reveal down below.